Hey everybody. Okay, so real quick, dinner last night was, I had to do something fast. I had to run to the store and we had family coming into town, and so I was a little unprepared, and so I said, you know what, I don't really have anything prepared at the house for dinner, and I was afraid they were going to come in and need some dinner, and I wanted to provide something, and I didn't have time to make anything. So my husband said, well, why don't you just please stop and get some of these burritos, and they're really good at this one place. And so I thought about it, and it was either, it was like something quick, and so that they do make more home style burritos. So I said, okay, I'll stop and I'll get burritos. Okay, so it doesn't matter what plan you're on, you're going to make a different choice once in a while for whatever reason, because I think that in some ways I was battling that I want to be like everyone else and I want to participate in, what everybody else is participating in. That, and then part of me just wanted some of the burritos because they were really good. Now, normally we get a bean and cheese and a breakfast burrito, which is like potatoes and egg. And my hubby and I split both of those, and that's what we did. But the bean and cheese, I don't know what they did differently, but it was more like a cheese and bean. There was a ton of cheese in that thing, and so I'm sure it was more points than that, because that's not how they usually make them. And it was okay, but I didn't, a lot of the cheese oozed out, and so it's like, I didn't want to eat all of it because it's really just oil, and I don't normally even have the cheese anymore. And it was good. I will admit it was good. But not a whole grain tortilla. You know what I mean? I'm not quite sure how much fat is in that, or how much cholesterol. And it's not my own food. So you're going to go, especially with the holidays coming on, we're going to have to make these decisions and weigh them and really decide. You're trying to be strong, I guess, to stay on whatever program that we have. Or if we do make decisions like that where we have to kind of like fudge it once in a while, then balance out the rest of the week, balance out the rest of the day. I'm back on today, no more burritos. And my burritos are just fine because they're whole grain and 0 points, you know what I mean? So if I'm doing the purple plan, then they would be 0. So I make my whole grain tortillas with sweet potatoes and whole wheat flour and don't add any fat. And then that's it, right? So why not? All right, for lunch I ended up having, it's a microwaved yellow potato, and then I split it open and put in a cup of 0 point chili. I've got a simple salad with a tablespoon of the Olive Garden Light, an apple, and some diet tea, and that was super good, very filling. But later on in the afternoon, I was looking for a little something sweet. So I used 2 tablespoons of PB Fit, one of my whole grain sweet potato tortillas, and a teaspoon of the no sugar apple butter. And I'll have the recipe link below for my, these are going to be 0 points on the purple plan, the tortillas. Now, I was looking for some chocolate later, and I thought, you know what, Kat, you need to just have an apple and settle down. Because I missed my oatmeal this morning. I made breakfast sandwiches because we had company, but I needed that oatmeal. I really did. It really suffices me on so many levels, and I think I was just looking for it all day, but the apple did the trick. Now, for dinner, I'm going to be making a soup for the family, and I'm going to be using some ground turkey, a handful of garlic, which I love, a handful of shallots, you can use onions, and about 5 golden potatoes, some vegetable broth, 2 cups of this unsweetened almond milk, and some kale. And this is all going to go in. Also, I'm going to be using some gravy. I'll show it to you. So I'm going to be sauteing my onions first, and I'm going to add the turkey into that. And then I'm going to cut up the potatoes and add those in. And then after that, I'm going to add this gravy here, one of the gravies, and the Heinz will work too, and my broth. And this is going to thicken it up a bit and also flavor it a little too. And then so I'm just going to cook that for maybe on 30 minutes for about medium to high heat. And then I'm going to add in my chopped kale and my almond milk. And I'm just going to cook that for about 3 more minutes until I'm using the Instant Pot, but you could do it on the stove. And I'm going to cook that until the kale wilts down before I serve it. This was absolutely amazing, and I was trying to copy the Zippy Toscana soup from Olive Garden, but make it with a lot less fat. And so I call this Zippy Toscana. I did add some garlic salt and some cracked black pepper. Just do that to taste. Absolutely wonderful. I'm going to be having this in the next couple days. I had a half of one of my tortillas and a little bit of the Brummel and Brown yogurt spread. And then I had a decaf after dinner. It was a wonderful day. All right, everybody, that's 2 days this week. And so I will film whatever else I have today. And I'm surely going to have a huge bowl of oatmeal this morning to get the day off on the right start. So anyway, still feeling good though. And back on track. And husband's birthday. My husband's birthday is on Saturday. So I don't know what we're going to do that day, but usually I allow for, date night to be, just kind of like a treat meal. But I don't know what we're doing during that day. So we're probably going to try to do something for him during that day. So I don't know. I'm going to try to stay on track. But anyway, wish me luck. All right, guys. I will see you later. Bye.